All right, you got a request?
I do.
Please.
I want to go out happy.
Okay.
I want to go out with, from the self-titled Motley Crue record,
Okay.
I want to go out happy with Love Shine.
Any particular reason?
Because I'm happy and full of love.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Had a good weekend.
Well, that's a very positive thing.
There it is. That's me, the new Mr. Happy Chris.
People aren't going to like that.
Look, I still bring a lot of angry Aiken to this table.
You do.
But for the most part, I'm actually pretty relaxed outside of this. So,
well, that's a positive thing. Yeah. So, from the self-titled, are we talking the John Corabi?
Yeah, of course. The only good Crue album.
Is that really a Crue album?
Yes, it says Motley Crue on it.
Yes, it does.
So, as far as I'm concerned, it's the only good one. It's the only one I ever go back and play now.
Sure.
I don't listen. Do you listen to a lot of Motley Crue anymore?
No, I don't. I don't listen to a lot of Motley Crue. To be honest with you, I've been reverting back to a lot of 70s stuff lately.
Yeah, I do that too a lot.
A lot of like Three Dog Night, Chicago, Doobie Brothers.
Sure.
I listen to a lot of that older stuff. The more obscure stuff, not the stuff you hear on commercial FM radio.
Yeah, not Baby What a Big Surprise.
No. A little further back, 60, like 69, 70 era.
Right. And those bands, you're talking probably more of their jam eras.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Sure. Good stuff.
So that's kind of what I've been imbibing in lately. Is the more jam-oriented, long 8 to 10 minute songs.
Sure.
So,
dude, let me tell this is a quick funny story since we're in fucking overtime anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm I guess it was Tuesday or Wednesday, one of these days. In fact, it was Wednesday. Wednesday early. This is how fucked up my habits are. Wednesday I went to not only to the bar once but twice. I went out with one friend and then I went out later with other friends and then stayed out all night. But
okay.
The first time when I went to the bar, I went to a bar here in town called Sassy's. It's a little shit bar.
Okay, it's a corner local neighborhood bar.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bigger than that, but there's like no talent in it. It's like every time we go in there, there's like one girl, and then there's like 60 guys. It's just a fucking meat bar, but they have cheap drinks and they have good food. So we go there. Me and my friend Scott go there a lot. After, when he gets off work, we go and grab a beer or whatever. So we go into this place, and the thing that we like to do in this place is this place has one of those jukeboxes that you can put your money in, and you literally can pick from the internet.
Okay, so it's an internet jukebox, kind of like what your friend Ed does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But literally, these things have like hundreds of thousands of songs available, like any song you can think of.
Sure.
So me and Scott, every time we go in there, we pump $10 into this thing, and we just fuck with the room. We constantly will go from like Cannibal Corpse to Dobie Gray, and then from Dobie Gray to Pantera to Air Supply to fucking Testament.
Right.
Just fucking, and we just sit around and we laugh because we watch the room just get aggravated with the song choices, right? So we're in the place this week, and for whatever reason, my friend Scott is just a hardcore rap fan. So I'm in there playing all these metal tunes like Pantera and Metallica and whatnot, and he's in here loading up with like 2 Live Crew's Pop That Pussy.
Nice.
NWA's Just Don't Bite It. And I mean, these really filthy raps.
Right.
So we're in this place, and we're playing these tunes, and some dickhead comes up to us and goes, "This isn't the bar that you can be in to play this kind of music."
Really? He basically told you were in the wrong place for playing, whatever your choice in music was.
Exactly. So I got up, me, I jumped up and was like, dude, unless you're giving me my money back, shut the fuck up. Move along, dickhead. So he goes over and he puts in his $1 or whatever and fucking plays like one song or something. And it's back to our songs again, right? So next thing you know, these guys are all yelling and screaming, like him and his 4 buddies. They're yelling, trying to intimidate us in the bar. And me and Scott, we don't give a fuck. So, we're just hanging out, just ready for a problem to start, right? So I get the idea of time for me to run this fucking bar to death. So I go over to this jukebox and I put in $10 and I played the song Octavarium by Dream Theater 20 times in a row.
Wow.
And this, just in case you don't know, this song is 21 minutes long.
Holy smokes.
So I ended the night for the bar with this fucking Dream Theater song.
And it just played again and again and again.
It just played over and over.
Nice.
And they couldn't do shit because there's like an extra button that you can push to play it next or whatever.
Sure.
So I did it for every single one of them so that nobody could fucking get in front of my songs.
Wow.
These guys were fucking furious, man. They were so pissed the fuck off.
And then you just left.
Yeah, and I just left. I was like, fuck you.
Right.
Enjoy your music, dickheads.
Nice.
So yeah, that was me playing Dickhead as
So
not as happy as you might think.
So being a dickhead cost you $10.
$10, but it was totally worth it. Totally worth it to watch these guys just fucking lose their minds.
Right.
It was totally fun.
So what kind of a bar would it be if you played the appropriate music?
I guess in a black bar. I don't know.
I mean, what should you have played if you were
in this bar?
Yes.
These guys are all a bunch of old 80s metalheads. They're all Warrant, Poison, because the stuff that these guys all were playing. You know me, dude. Obviously, I love all kinds of music, and certainly I'm on the classic metal show, for God's sakes. Every band they're playing, I know guys in. So certainly it wasn't a problem what they were playing, but it was like they're playing all the songs that me and you would never play. It's like, here's Warrant, here's Cherry Pie, here's Rat, here's Round and Round.
Well, they played all the hits,
that's it. Nothing outside of the hits that you can hear on the fucking radio.
So they played all the commercial hits.
Yeah, it's like, oh, really? And we were just having fun. We always just have fun with it, dude.
Sure.
Look, you're going to put a jukebox in there and let us play whatever the fuck we want. Believe me, I'm going to have some fun just people watching, because that's what I like to do personally, is people watch.
Right.
So it's fun to just play the most crazy shit I can find and just kind of walk around the room and just see people getting annoyed.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we were doing, and that was the turn. I couldn't believe some asshole though going to come up to my table and fucking try and chastise me.
Yeah.
Dude, you will get your fucking neck broken.
You were playing the wrong music, pal.
This isn't the kind of bar for that kind of music.
Right.
Really?
Because I set the rules here, my friend.
Yeah, that's right. Go sit at the bar where you belong, dickweed.
Well, since you're on that subject and since I'm extending the show.
That's fine.
I love the fact of the internet jukebox.
I do too.
I love it. I love the fact that you can, you're not limited to the CDs that are loaded in the box.
Mm-hmm. And they don't skip, and I love it. And because I know Ed, my friend Ed, I know for a fact that if this bar didn't want people to be playing certain kinds of songs, if they don't want hardcore rap to be played, it's as easy as just blocking those bands and that music out.
Right.
You can block it by genre.
Well, I like the fact that you could program it directly from your house.
Yeah.
You can log into specific jukeboxes that your jukeboxes are in, and you could program the jukebox and its content from your house PC.
Yeah. And I just think that most bar owners, they don't spend the time to actually learn what they have. They just fucking throw it in there with anything on it.
Sure.
They're paying $59 a month or whatever it costs for that service. So for them, they don't spend the time to fucking actually dig. I would bet most of the bar owners don't even know any of this stuff that's in their jukebox. And then there's guys like me that know the music backwards and forwards and will totally have fun with it.
Sure.
I'm in the bar to have fun.
Right.
So I'm having fun and I'm spending money. What am I doing wrong? I'm spending money on their beer. I'm spending money on their jukebox. I'm an A+ patron.
There you go.
So that dude that came up to me can go fuck himself.
That's right.
Razor blade, asshole.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Since you
Right.
mentioned Dream Theater, I thought I'd maybe play a flashback that our good friend Wheezy put together for us.
Okay.
When you interviewed Charlie Dominic, how did the Reb used to say it? Dominici?
DaMinci.
There you go.
Charlie DaMinci.
Well, here's Charlie DaMinci
Right.
answering the astronomy question.
Okay.
So let's get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday night. We promise we'll start on time and we'll have good audio.
Yes, at least we're going to try.
We'll fix it.
Right. There we go.
Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for being part of the chat room and all that good stuff. So we'll be back next Saturday. We'll do it all again. So this is Neely along with my very good friend,
Charlie DaMinci.
Right. We're out of here.
Bye, kids.
Right. No doubt, Charlie. Now, Charlie, I got to ask you, man, you've obviously worked with, many, beyond accomplished musicians. I mean, some of the greatest, Petrucci and Portnoy and, Striegel and all those guys. I mean, where do you put John Astronomy in there? Haven't you worked with him as well?
Who?
John Astronomy.
John Astronomy?
Yeah.
John Pastrami? I don't know who that is. I don't know who Striegel is either.
I thought that you worked with John Astronomy.
No, I never worked with John. I don't even know who he is.
One of those bands.
That is out of